Welcome to Pastor Jerone TV. Did you see the speech? It was awesome. It was awesome. This president is a blessing to our country. He's doing amazing things. He's working. And we have the Democrats trying to remove him from office. The FBI recently apologized for illegal surveillance of him and his campaign. They have been going after this man and hating this guy for nothing, because he's not a part of the deep state and the wicked brotherhood, right? Nancy Pelosi couldn't hold herself together during the speech. She didn't know how to hold her face. She kept grabbing the paperwork. And finally, at the end, she rips it up, right? And that's exactly what she and the Democrats have been doing to this country. President Donald Trump made some great points about them and how they treat ISIS and how they're trying to give free health care to illegals. I mean, he tore them apart while at the same time speaking with eloquence, professionalism, and class. Everything they say he didn't have, but yet she is supposed to have all this class. And when she was asked by a reporter, do you hate Donald Trump? She went in and talked about what a great Christian she was, and she's a Catholic and all this stuff. But at the end of this speech, the hate comes out. That demon in her, you can see it in her eyes. Look in her eyes. That woman is full of evil spirits. And if this country's ever turned over into the hands of the Democrats again, these people will not haste to throw this country away, which is what they've been wanting to do. All right? But watch this.
And God bless America. Thank you very much.
In front of the world. She rips up a presidential speech in front of the world. She's full of hate. I like the way the vice president keeps his cool, didn't even look at her.
Has admonished her caucus.
Even wicked CNN is saying this is not right.
Present themselves with decorum and so on and so forth. She was just angry.
She ripped up the speech.
She ripped up the speech. I was just texting with a source close to her who said, I know this is probably a little obvious, but that was not planned. That was an emotional moment. That was a genuine reaction to what she just heard the president do.
She ripped it up and then she threw it.
And she threw it down. Yeah. And there are lots.
See, it's not about so much what's going on in the speech. It's because they have not been able to stop the man. Out of all the lies and wickedness with the media and the FBI and all that stuff, they haven't been able to get to Donald Trump. They can't get to him. And him with this awesome, awesome speech and the people and bringing the soldier out, bringing him back and talking. I mean, just everything was just so, in your face. It was like a table prepared before your enemies, in the presence of your enemies. President Donald Trump made them eat crow tonight. And that's what you saw. It wasn't about any policy. It wasn't about anything. It was about they haven't been able to stop him.
Lots of reasons for that. Well, just on the substance of it, one of many reasons she would argue is because of what you just said about health care. Him telling the American people and the world that he thinks that pre-existing conditions should be...
He's going to guarantee it. It's a guarantee.
Should be guaranteed when he is, in fact, in court fighting to
take it away.
Dismantle...
Got to take away Obamacare because it was making everybody's premiums go up. Some people was paying $1,400. And even if you didn't want insurance, you still had to pay a penalty. You still had to pay like $400 penalty. So no, President Donald Trump had to get rid of that.
Dismantle Obamacare. I was at a meeting with her and with Chuck Schumer, the Senate Democratic leader, today, and they predicted that he would do exactly that. They're also trying to turn the page back to health care. So they were prepared for that. But the fact that, both sides, everybody's so on edge. And even in this moment where usually they try to be on their best behavior again, they didn't even try.
It didn't take very long, Jake, for the White House to react to Nancy Pelosi ripping up Yeah.
the president's speech and then just basically tossing it.
Well, and it would be political malpractice for them not to do it. It was such a visceral moment. As Dana points out, it was not planned by Speaker Pelosi. It was obviously done because she was upset at what the speech was. And the White House has now tweeted, Speaker Pelosi just ripped up one of our last surviving Tuskegee Airmen, the survival of a child born at 21 weeks, the mourning families of Rocky Jones and Kayla Mueller, a service member's reunion with his family. That's her legacy. That's a quote that I'm reading. Obviously, when Speaker Pelosi is asked about this, she's going to say that she did not have an issue with those moments about mourning.
The Democrats have never run into a warrior and a fighter like Donald Trump. They're used to using the media to make a white man and the Republicans bow down because they start calling them racist and start using those words. Well, then a true racist don't want to be known to be a racist, so they just say, hey, okay. But Donald Trump takes all the blows and he gives harder ones back. Okay? They're not used to this, and they are in for the fight of their life. And when Donald Trump used harsh language and when he used harsh jokes, he's coming back at these people who are relentlessly evil. Okay? And they're used to having their way and getting their way, but they're not going to get it with Donald Trump. Okay? And he's the perfect man to bring a country that God has blessed back to the blessing and away from the curse. This is Pastor Jerone. I'm looking forward to doing a video on this. Be blessed.